Regarding the discovery. October 28, 2020 by Anna von Reitz. Regarding the discovery that the United States is incorporated as Virginia in the city Roman municipal city of London. United States is incorporated in the city of London as Virginia. https://u2.be/g_q. If you read the various peace treaties that ended the War of Independence, it is apparent that the Brits retained a lot of things, including their business interests in the New World. The immediate result was the creation of an American state called Virginia and the continuing existence of a British Territorial Business Enterprise also called Virginia, which exists as an inchoate state, and is administered by the British Territorial Government. This business enterprise, functioning as another kind of state, is not to be confused with our actual state of the Union, which has physically defined borders, rocks, trees, etc., and it can be incorporated wherever on Earth and function under whatever law that location requires. In this case, it is just a reflection and confirmation of what we already know. The Municipal Corporation of the United States arose in the City of London, is administered under Roman civil law, and so what? They are a foreign entity with respect to us, and they are under contract and trust obligation to us, so long as we stand in our proper capacity and enforce those obligations. They could be incorporated on the Moon and operating under Moon rules for all we care, so long as they provide the stipulated good faith service they owe us. As long as we are properly identified, we have every right to run them through with a pitchfork and brand them as criminals if they don't perform their obligations and duties, no matter what law they are privately functioning under and no matter where they are incorporated, registered, recorded, or not. Some of you remember Mr. Obama talking about the 57 states. That's because there are 57 such inchoate and insular states in the British territorial system and only 50 states of the Union. The additional 7 insular states are Guam, Puerto Rico, American Samoa, American Virgin Islands, et al., and the District of Columbia. These inchoate and insular states occupy a different territorial jurisdiction and operate under a different law system. Our version of the United States of America is actual and factual and physical, whereas theirs is largely airy-fairy, existing in the realm of corporations and incorporated entities. Our government is a republican form of government with all powers vested in the actual people. Their government is a democracy that depends on mob rule and yet never demonstrates an actual majority mandate for anything it does. Our government won the war and has the control of the land and soil jurisdiction of this country, but because our state assemblies were not in session and because many Americans were not, officially, declared and recorded as Americans, these British business interested usurped powers never granted to them and which are certainly not owed to them. Since the American people have awakened and declared and recorded their birthright political status and have brought their state assemblies into session, the British chicanery is also becoming apparent and the actual government of this country is once more asserting itself. The situation is somewhat complicated by the existence of a similarly constructed and competing system of inchoate municipal state franchises run by the congressional oligarchy allowed under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, but the basic issues are the same. Those municipal states like the British territorial states are under contract to serve our actual government, now that it is back in session, and both are foreign and insubstantial interests with respect to us and our government. So, to repeat, it is immaterial to us where they organize their businesses or under which form of law they operate in their private capacity in-house, so long as they abide by their agreements and treaties with us and act in good faith. Anything else is treason and crime, breach of trust, and violation of their commercial service contract.
Links to Anna's articles and resources can be found in the video description box. Thank you for subscribing, liking and sharing.